so I won't distract him at all, but I thought I would just say hello and let you know what we're up to. So today is a Sunday, and this week it's my birthday. And we've decided to come away. It's half pleasure and half kind of business, if you like, but mostly it'll be pleasure for us. And as our last trip away, as you know, got very, very disrupted at the end because of my accident, we had one night in a hotel on the coast that they were so kind to let us rebook. So therefore, this was the date that we had rebooked for. And I'll show you the weather outside. It's a really grey day. They've been having storms during the night, so we're not sure what we're going to be finding when we get there. But either way, we'll share as much as we possibly can of our lovely little weekend away. Windy and a rather slow road, but you can't help it, can you? And you wouldn't blame people for going slow. On the way from Santa Margherita straight to the end to Portofino. It's lunchtime and we're hoping to get some lunch there, and as you can see, the weather's still quite dull and keeps on sprinkling every now and again, but people are out for their walks and Sunday lunches and things all the same. And it's very, very beautiful. Of course, normally this would be beautiful, bright blue Mediterranean water, but today under this grey sky, we're not getting all the spectacular colours, but the buildings are giving us enough colour to make up for that, aren't they, David?
Oh, amazing colours.
Yeah. So David's having to concentrate, of course, on the road. It is very, very windy, and there's a lot of boats out there in harbour. But I'll show you as we get closer. So for all of you that are doing what we do, that just turn up as we do, I was last in Portofino in this area when I was 15. And I know things have changed, and so does David. But we drove all the way up, and then we're in a queue, and a police lady walked up to us and said, "Where are you off to?" And we said we wanted to go to lunch in Portofino. And she said, "Do you have a reservation?" And we said, "No." I said, "But I'm on crutches, so we need to drive there because it's about 2.5 kilometre walk." And she said, "Portofino's full, the parkings are full, everything's full. So unless you want to sit here and wait until we have enough people leave to go in, then you need to just turn around." So we are now driving back to Santa Margherita. So there you go, the saga of, so just so you understand, you can't always go where you think you're going to be going. We had planned on going to Portofino for lunch or somewhere down by the water. As you know, I mentioned it in the car. And instead we're sitting here in this very, very beautiful villa with it all to ourselves because it's not something they normally do. But they've been so kind and made us a beautiful big, what they call salatone, but a big salad for us just for lunch, and it looks wonderful. And this is what we're sitting in front of. What glorious people. Actually, I thanked them because out of all the hotels that were cancelled when I had my accident, and by the way, there's this beautiful swing, this was the only place that didn't cancel us and not refund us. They said we could rebook. And so this is why we came back to spend a night just near my birthday. And what a great choice that was. And I can now see the colours coming through in the water with the sun. So we're going to see some blue in the sea. How glorious is that? Buon appetito! Well, I think we've done well. What do you all think? This is Villa Gelsomino, as I mentioned. Oh, look at that chandelier. And look at the incredible beauty of this ceiling. And it's all original. The villa is 150 years old. Oh, that's my shoe squeaking on the floor. And it's so, so, so beautifully decorated. And then we're looking straight out to the wonderful Mediterranean. Now, the lady just said to me, Signora, you booked one of our standard rooms. And I said, oh gosh, I would have booked a standard room, yes. And I booked it months ago. There he is. He's already enjoying himself, and can you blame him? But she said, we've decided to upgrade you to one of our deluxe rooms. And I went, oh my gosh, that is so wonderful of you. Thank you so much. So, David, what a view. What a spot to sit. And have you noticed, what, darling?
It's stunning.
It's stunning, isn't it? Everything about it. Everything.
This view is stunning.
Look, even these beautiful, I love this lemon yellow couch, which is not something you'd ever think to get, but in here, oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. And it picks up all the beautiful ochre yellow colours in these incredible floors. Look at these incredible mosaic floors. Look at the detailing in that. I've just walked over to show you some of the wall details. So all of the walls are painted. It's not wallpaper. It's all hand painted. One of the vistas here. And I'll just turn around and give you the return. So I've come through the staircase there. There's David. And David's still there. Well, why would he be anywhere else? Now, our bedroom door is open, but she just took us in here, and our room is called Le Cinque Terre. So you all know Cinque Terre. Actually, there's a lovely little... Oh, before I go there, let me show you what's above the door. Incredible. So each room has these lovely little painted nameplates. And this just took my breath away coming into this room, and you'll understand why. Well, first of all, it is glorious in the colours, but the walls, they are all hand-painted, all hand-painted. And then take a look at this ceiling. Now, I didn't turn on the light just in case it distorted anything. I think you can see this. Look at that. Is that not one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen? And they've made it so that it's modern in some ways. Some of the aspects of the room are modern. It has all the modern conveniences. You have a lovely little wardrobe area down the side there. Again, beautiful floors throughout. The cutest little mini fridge. We have this beautiful console with flat water, acqua frizzante, bubbly water, lovely little kettle, a pod coffee machine, of course, another lovely piece of furniture here, and the lovely little bedside tables, which I was looking for things like that for our house, but we couldn't fit them. And these wonderful, again, beautiful curtains that the doors are so high. And let me show you outside. Well, is this a view or is this a view? What do you all think? Now these are all solid marble balconies, by the way, and they have a cute little metal table and chairs set here if we want to sit out on our balcony. That is the garden of the villa down below that we were overlooking from the terrace where we had lunch. That is actually Santa Margherita Ligure train station. It's awesome that there's a train coming through. Now it only runs during the day, and we have heard a couple of little trains go by, but we won't be bothered at night. And then obviously you have that spectacular vista all over the bay of Santa Margherita, all the way across to Portofino. So the last part that is sticking out there, that peninsula, that's Portofino, where we tried to go. There's a gorgeous villa next door here. Oops, I just hit the table, the chair. With gorgeous, isn't that lovely, that beautiful artwork on the outside of that building. And look, there are just beautiful villas and hotels. That is, I think that was the Imperiale, or one of the really amazing hotels that fronts on to the waterfront that we drove past coming in. And I'll go in and show you the bathroom now. We have this beautiful bathroom, simplicity but elegant, everything you need, and every single little thing that you could possibly need in a bathroom as usual. Beautiful robes, little slippers, a lovely big wide shower, which I love, with a good opening, easy to get in and out of, non-skid base, which nowadays to me seems so much more important than it ever did before, after sliding over in my last episode in the last hotel I stayed in. More of those lovely hand-painted walls. And out of this window, hopefully, yes, the camera will, oh, I might have to come to the next one. Without opening the window, I'll show you outside. Now, that garden that you can see here, it all belongs to this villa, the top garden. And there's a jacuzzi up in the far corner, which he said you can go and sit in the jacuzzi. There's a lovely little folly. You can see a lovely little pergola covered, absolutely covered in beautiful flowers. There's lovely lounge beds to lie and take in the sun. So it's a very relaxing place to come. So this is a little tiny beach, if you like, with the little platforms there in concrete that people always sunbake on, and there's a little bit of a sandy beach and some beach clubs beyond, obviously, a hotel just here and one behind us that has a rather large sea pool, and a very, very large cruise ship just off the coast.
This is the love. Dolce Vita.
Oh, this is La Dolce Vita. Oh my gosh. Well, I just made it down some rather slopey kind of stairs, a little walkway to the waterfront, and we're going to have a little walk along because there's a Sunday market on which won't finish yet, so hopefully we make it there. After a lovely lunch and checking out our beautiful room that I showed you all, we thought we need to get down there under this rather grey but okay sky, because later on they're saying it might change again. It's very warm, very humid, but it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. And I'm so glad I can get about. Still on one crutch, slowly but surely. Your impressions of Santa Margherita, amore mio?
Oh, it's a happening place, that's for sure.
It is a happening place.
No shortage of hotels and restaurants.
No, there's a lot going on, and the architecture's beautiful, and all the bright colours, we just love them. Well, let's see if there's anything left done at this marketplace further along, my love. Hello. 1980s mixed with antiques. Reproductions, lots of artworks. Ciao. And this is in the middle of the market. You've got Central Bagni, and you have a restaurant and a wharf down there where you can sit and sunbake, as you can see. It's all going on. Lots and lots of jewels, and we just went by a lady selling vintage Gucci, but didn't film there. Lots of jewellery. We're finding lots of jewellery, and there's quite a lot of antiques and things like that. So it's kind of a mixture of an antiques market come artisan market. So there's a little bit of everything actually. It's really mixed and really, really interesting. Oh, I love coral, and my mum loves coral. You've heard of free beaches perhaps in Italy, because as you know, a lot of places are like the one next door, which is a beach club, and you pay for so much and you get toilets and you get beds and umbrellas. But this is a free beach, and you can tell the difference by the amount of people, and this is only the beginning of the season. There would not be a square centimetre of room left here shortly. Again, more stunning buildings. I just can't get over all the beautiful coloured buildings. And we've just walked up to this rather magnificent but non-functioning just at the moment, although it looks like it could have just been cleaned because it's so pristine. Gorgeous fountain, which we need to find the name of. He's looking out to sea. This is where all the little boats come in and out, obviously on tours, and we're still walking along the edge where the market is, so let's see who that is. Do you know, I was just going to guess as we walked around, I wonder if it's Christopher Columbus, and I was right, pointing out the direction of where he's going next, I imagine, out to sea, and surrounded by all this beauty. Some wonderful palm trees here as well. One of the little boats just going out for the evening. I suppose it's not sunset yet, that's still too early, but a lot of them would go on sunset cruises. Though tonight we're worried we might not get a sunset because of the perhaps imposing storm or rain. And we were just checking out where our lovely villa was, and I'll point it out to you. I'll zoom in. So it's that one there with the beautiful white marble balconies, the red colour villa, the modern one below. Well, we are very impressed with Santa Margherita, although we do think the weather's going to close in on us again, but we've been fortunate to have for a lovely stroll already, and I'm doing really well, aren't I, darling?
Yeah.
And the colours.
Speedy Gonzales.
Speedy. Thank you, sweetheart. Not really, folks, but look, you know, speedier than what I was a few weeks ago. I'm just panning around for you again because I'm just in love with the colours on the buildings, and so is David. And we just can't get enough of these beautiful, brightly coloured.
Painted.
It's all painted, all beautifully painted, and they will be like ochres. There's David using my crutch again. Get that crutch out of the photo.
Archways.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, they're beautifully decorated, some of them, just gorgeous. thought I'd just show you, these are some of the lovely restaurants that are under these arches and covers all the way down opposite the seafront, but it's really lovely. When we first walked down, we were on a little beach just over there, and we were looking through into this lovely seawater pool, which is part of this hotel, and we decided before we went back to come down and have a little drink down here. So we're just waiting on our Aperol Spritz because it seemed like the perfect time of the day to do that, and in case the weather changes, so we might miss out later, so let's have that now and just look out on this gorgeous scenery. And there's a lovely breeze blowing, actually, it's wonderful.
Here we are, Aperol Spritz in hand. Hello.
Cheers, everyone. Salute.
Cheers.
Salute.
No. Oh,
we just couldn't be in Santa Margherita.
cheers.
We couldn't be in
Without?
Santa Margherita or anywhere by the sea without having a lovely drink. Could we, darling?
No. You've got to sit down and chill for a moment, and an Aperol Spritz is required.
If you show the people where I walked to and back, you'll understand why I needed a drink.
Oh, yeah. So, I think, see there,
The green building.
the green building there, right in the middle, where that pole is. See that pole? And there's a green building right there.
He's pointing.
I'm pointing. There's the finger.
I went all the way there and back, as well as down the hill from the villa. So I have actually done probably one of the longest walks I've done so far, perhaps maybe. I mean, it's all flat, which is great.
It's all flat, which is good. Yeah.
But we just thought before we head back up to the villa, let's sit in this beautiful spot by the sea and have a lovely drink. Even though it's kind of early for us, we wouldn't normally drink aperitivo till later. But we thought if we get up the hill and then die first, then it won't.
And potentially, as you can see by the cloud cover, it's very humid, and it looks like rain is coming. So we thought we'd take the opportunity to have an Aperol Spritz.
Our little app on the phone said it might rain or storm later, so we thought we'd make the most of the lovely day.
Exactly.
So cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us in Santa Margherita.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
Does this mean you've had enough for one day, darling, or you're you're just admiring the beautiful scenery? How can I possibly blame you? Oh, I know. Look at that. Yes, you could lie there and lie there and look at that for hours. Well, I made it up all those stairs after an Aperol Spritz. And now we're back in our beautiful room. Actually, I just realised, David, did you realise I actually blend in with the room, the colour of the room? David bought me a lovely little Antica Sartoria. It's a cute little sort of like long shirt, dressy thing. Oh gosh, 20 euros on sale. And I kind of mix in with the colours of the room. How cool. And we're just about to have, oh look, I've got to spin this around and show you Dave, but we're just about to make a beautiful cup of tea. They've got the most beautiful teas. You know the little sachets that are like fabric, the little fabric sachets. So they all sorts of lovely flavours, and they've got beautiful china cups, and we've just boiled the kettle, and we're going to have a cup of tea out on the lovely marble balcony. wake everybody up. This is very civilized indeed, my love. I think we ran out again here, didn't we?
We really wrong with a marble
you can't go wrong with the marble balcony. The whole thing is marble. Oh my gosh, solid as a rock. If they say solid as a rock, they mean solid as a rock. Let me show you the design up here just under these eaves as well, which is all marble as well. My goodness. These Italian architects, they really knew what they were doing. They still do, and makes me proud to be Italian. Half Italian, of course. I do have my half English and my Australian born. So, bit of a mix. Let's have our lovely tea and our little digestive biscuits, my love, on our cute little yellow table. Isn't it happy? Happy colour. I'm blown away by the beauty of these ceilings. I'm just lying here having a little rest. David's gone off foraging for food. I'd had enough. I just couldn't go back out again. So my darling has gone to look for sustenance for us. And I just lay down on this beautiful bed. And I'm just staring up at these incredible painted ceilings. And also at the very, very beautiful painted walls. Absolutely heavenly. Yes, we're not fine dining, folks, we know, but that man has just walked 1,000 steps to go and get me this piece. Well, I'm exaggerating ever so slightly, but he did run 350. Did he count, darling? 150 down and 150 up. Well, that's a few calories you burnt there. And he ran back up to keep them nice and warm. So look at these lovely pizza boxes. We couldn't fine dine. I just couldn't get back outside again. I'd had enough for one day, to be honest with you. But look at this. I mean, this is fine dining in itself, don't you think? How many people get to sit somewhere like this and look at this view to eat pizza? I mean, we don't do this every day of the week, do we? So I've got my usual margherita, but it's looking like a really nice one. And darling, what did you get? Can you turn it around and show us? Oh, so you've got funghi and prosciutto, I think? Perfetto. Buon appetito, amore mio.
much for bringing me, amore mio.
Oh, it's a pleasure, darling.
It's such a wonderful pre-birthday night away, and it's just so beautiful, so beautiful. And you see my new top that David got me today? It goes with the colours of the sea and the room. It's so pretty. Well, we're going to say buonanotte now from Santa Margherita, and tomorrow we will see you in Lunigiana in Fivizzano. A domani. Ciao.
Ciao.
Buongiorno from Santa Margherita Ligure. It's, I'm in my jammies, so it's a little bit cloudy on the mountains, as you can see, and we had that crazy lightning storm last night, but otherwise it's looking pretty great, isn't it? I'm just happy to be here, and maybe the sun will pop through, who knows. Coffee time. Well, the colours are coming up now. What a beautiful morning. Some clouds on the horizon that look quite ominous, but it says that we shouldn't get rained on. Let's hope not. I must admit, we're quite sad to leave here. I think I would love to come back. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful place, and we're just surrounded by so much beauty that, you know, those places that when it's so gorgeous like that, you just feel, oh, I could spend longer because I just feel like I haven't absorbed all of the beauty yet. But it's been wonderful. Grazie, Villa Gelsomino. It's been really, really gorgeous here. Buongiorno, amore mio. You're looking very lovely in pale blue. I love that shirt on you.
Oh, thank you.
That's, my sister bought it for you, didn't she? She has good taste. This is a lovely spot for breakfast, isn't it? We sat here for lunch yesterday, but it's another atmosphere again. There's a lovely buffet inside, and I'll take a little video for you after to show you. It's set up on top of a grand piano. Very sweet. We've got a little train going by. So there were no trains during the night to disturb us, but there is a train probably once an hour coming through, local trains mostly. And as you can see, the view from the balcony here as well is still really gorgeous. The clouds are coming in a little though, and that mountain over there is really covered over, but we are just hoping for the best. So far we've been quite fortunate really. I don't mind if it's cloudy as long as I can get out and about when I need to. So let's hope that in Fivizzano we still have nice enough weather just to get about, enjoy things, and look at some lovely homes and visit the village.
That'll be good.
Excellent. Hello everybody, we're back in the car and we're on our way. It's take 2
too. Now yesterday at this very point where we are just now, we were stopped, and this is where we were turned around. Portofino is full. Well, it's a sleepy Monday morning. There's not a car on the road hardly. It's raining, so we've just driven straight past where we went by yesterday. There's no one to stop us. There's no traffic. We're thinking we should make it to Portofino this morning in time just to have a little stroll around before we get on with the rest of our day, because we're headed inland today, as I mentioned yesterday. But we thought, oh look, we can't be just here a couple of minutes away from it and not try again. On a very windy, rocky road. Watch the corners. I'll show you soon. Oh, but look at the colour of the water, my love. Oh, now we can see that incredible blue that you expect around here. Right into Portofino, this beautiful point with these lovely villas we could see from our hotel room. You'll see in my videos, and they were lit up at night. And look at these colours, isn't it wonderful? That's something that I love about this area as well, is that they do have such beautiful coloured homes, which is just so pretty. Piccolo Hotel, I remember seeing that when I was looking for places to go. Oh, look at that one, look at the decoration on that one. Gracious me, it's just stunning, isn't it, darling? Absolutely stunning. I came here, ladies and gentlemen, I came here in 1978 with my parents. That's the last time I was here. So you can just imagine, I have no idea what you do anymore or where you go. And we've just jumped in the car as we always do. Aha. Aha, aha. This is looking, let's hope, hopeful. Hopeful. There is parking. There are people in cars. So it's looking hopeful. Let's have a look, see if we get lucky. Well, everyone, we actually made it. We parked the car. It's about €8 an hour, just so you know, in the covered car park here in Portofino. And being a nice, quiet Monday, as you can see, can you imagine walking here yesterday? We would have never been able to even film anything. So I'm glad we turned up the day later, because walking through here yesterday would have been horrendous, and I don't like sticking a camera in someone's face. And look at us now. We're just wandering around with a few people. It'll get busier down by the port, but oh gosh, look at these wonderful grates in the floor. So let's see what we find down here. Oh, look at this, isn't this gorgeous? This is the Centro Storico that David and I are just walking through. It's so peaceful, and I'm not getting in anyone's face, as I hate doing. That's the little theatre in there. That's the street we just came back from, and this is the back of the Hotel Eden in there. We're at the waterfront, darling. Aww. Oh, look at these pretty things there. Louis Vuitton shop, darling. It's the Louis Vuitton shop. Did you see that? Yes. So they often have like little cafes out the front sometimes at Louis Vuitton. I know they have them in France as well, on the Riviera. Beautiful. So these are all the beautiful stores. And we've got those lovely villas up ahead of us as well, across, that I showed you. And now down to the port. So there's Louis Vuitton, and you've got a lot of the big names along here, but look at these beautiful buildings, aren't they gorgeous? So pretty. So a huge boat just pulled in with a lot of tourists. As you can see, we were here all our lonesome, but I'm still glad because they're taking off, walking around, and we're doing the opposite. We've come down to where they just got off their boat, so now there's no one here down this end, which is wonderful. Isn't it pretty, even under a grey sky? You can't take away the beauty, can you? It's just glorious. Can you see those fish? They're massive. Look at them. I don't know what kind they are, but they are massive and they seem to be coming to the servants to eat. Gracious, and there's loads of them. Absolutely loads. Doing a selfie film in front of the pretty buildings and the port, and so lucky that there's just not 1,000 people around us. Isn't it wonderful?
It's just beautiful.
It's really, really pretty. It's so worth it, and it's just as beautiful. I remembered it as a child or an adolescent, but I appreciate it more as an adult, just because I'm now more in love with architecture than I suppose I was back then as well. So there you go. We are very glad we paid the €8 for the hour. More incredible architecture above another Louis Vuitton store. Look at these buildings. These are all hand painted facades to look like stone. Aren't they amazing? Portofino Yacht Marina, there's this lovely park at the top here, Art in Portofino, and there is a rhinoceros, a suspended rhinoceros, which is quite unusual and not what I expected here, but attractive all the same. I know I'm filming against the sun, so you may not get this too clearly, but there's a rather substantial castle with lights on, so there's somebody up there on top of the beautiful peninsula here, which we were looking at. So we were over on the land in the distance and looking back at this peninsula coming out that shoots out into the sea with all these beautiful, beautiful villas and a rather glorious yellow church up on the hill and more colourful villas and beautiful parks. How gorgeous is this? And that's the Yacht Club Italiano just over on the side there. So Castello Brown Portofino is at the top of this very, very tall staircase, very steep, which obviously I'm not going to be able to do. That lovely bright coloured building at the top, but I'll just show you this and some lovely old black and white photos there. This is the vista from the, obviously from the top looking down. Can you imagine the glorious vista down over the entire bay and village? How beautiful.